Welcome, guys. My name is Mo, and I'm starting a YouTube channel. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just learning, and maybe you guys can teach me as we're going. Suggest things I should do. Suggest things I shouldn't do. I just decided to build a community with this channel. It's called Sky's the Limit, STL. It's talking about the paranormal, UFOs, UAPs, aliens. And the reason why that, honestly, that I wanted to build this channel is because I don't have anybody to talk to about this. And this is going mainstream. It's not taboo anymore to talk about aliens as much as it was 20, 30 years ago, even 10 years ago. But however, as I speak to my coworkers about SI Atlas, that it could be an alien ship heading, I don't know if it's heading to Earth, but it's in our solar system from another solar system. And as I talk to people about this, they have no idea. They're just going on with their life. I talk to them about, hey guys, did y'all hear about the hearings about aliens and UAPs? They've never even heard of it. And I'm a weirdo at heart. I'm a freak. This is the stuff that I like. So that's the reason why I want to start a community to help me, get, a relationship with you guys out there. I'm new at this. Don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do anything. But listen, I'm going to try my best, and maybe you guys can help me. Excuse me. My channel's called Sky's the Limit, STL. And please subscribe. Now, my first video that I'm going to do is a reaction video, and it's a reaction video from a gentleman that has a channel that's called UFO Phenomenon. To me, I love this channel. He just puts stuff out there. He really, I don't think he gives his opinion too much. He just gives the facts. And this particular one is about his YouTube best alien videos compilation. And let's go in here. And before we do that, like I said, make sure you subscribe to his channel. And I would like to thank him. And let's start and see what does he have, because this stuff is, to me, it's becoming more real and real and real. So let's go in here and see what he has got, and see if we can decide whether these alien pictures and videos are real or fake. Come on in here, and don't forget to subscribe.
In tonight's video, I'm going to be presenting to you the best photos and videos of aliens captured on camera on YouTube. Some of these are going to be from eyewitness testimonies. There's going to be a few archive ones, and then there's going to be several you've probably never seen before. These are going to be photos taken by individuals. They're going to be eyewitness accounts. They're going to be videos and photos from people's door cams and stuff as well, and even a few newspaper articles and clippings too. So stay tuned throughout the whole video, because I guarantee there's going to be one you haven't seen before.
Yo, this is crazy, guys. The truth is coming, he says. And here's his channel, UAP Phenomenon. Great channel. Subscribe to his channel. I'd like to thank him. Like I said,
welcome back to the channel. By request, you guys wanted to see an archive of alien videos and photos that I have in my archive. This is not going to be a skinny Bob video. We're going to focus in on that, but I'm going to show you guys all the photos and videos I have in my archive. So, and I'm not going to talk throughout this whole video. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy this.
See,
enhance your membership with the American Express Platinum card and access over 35.
I don't even know how to watch these, or I know how to skip them. That's about it. Like I said, I don't know how to edit or anything like that, but I'm learning. So bear with me, but please, let's go in here and see what's going on. Photographs of aliens. Okay.
Alright, so this first set of photos, this one is taken from somebody's door cam, and I thought this was one of the most interesting ones of all the photos that I've had.
Okay.
I'm going to show you in just a minute. One thing I pay close attention to is going to be his eyes. You guys see kind of that glare in his eyes there. That really captured my attention. Of course, when you kind of zoom in, it does get kind of distorted and stuff. But this was probably one of the best, in my opinion, photos of a possible alien being. You guys see that with his eyes, the glare from there. I tried to focus in to see if I can get some kind of reflection or something for it, but I couldn't. And then also the structure of his body there. You guys know that.
Yeah. This is so odd. And it looks like, I don't know. What do you guys think? 1, 2, 3, maybe four fingers, maybe? I think this is one of the grays. And it's weird how, you look at it and you can see everything. But when it comes to, to see, like, what we would look at to see if it was a female or male, it's blurred out, and this is a door camera, but the face is, but he didn't like blur it out on the video. It's just not coming clear. But this could be real, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments, please.
Know that these things have been talked about with longer arms and the skinnier fingers and stuff, and this is one of the best, in my opinion, photos of one of these great looking aliens. This one here has been floating around since the 50s of an apparent gray alien, and once again, for this photo, I look at the eyes, and I think the stuff that was taken in the 40s, 50s, and 60s are a little bit more legit than what we're seeing.
Now, I do believe that. Because, you didn't have AI, you didn't have CGI. But then again, I'm not sure when, what is it called? Animatronics came along, where it was like, like stuff that they used in Star Wars. And but I mean, that's, if you're talking about the 50s, that's, the 30 years before. And some of the stuff from the 50s and 60s, the photographs are, unreal. And you know what's so crazy is, like, what everybody, it's leaking out of the military, it's leaking out of here, and they all seem to have the same description of the grays. We've heard of also reptilians. We've heard of the praying mantis looking aliens, and it's just crazy. This is, like I said, I can't talk with my coworkers about this. They don't know what's going on. So, it's just, this picture to me is, I don't know, it could be legit, guys. Let me know what you think about this one as well. It's a short video. It's not going to be too long. So if you guys will stay tuned and let me know about everyone and which one do you think. He's got it compiled also, like his top 3 or 4. Let me know in the comments what you guys think as far as, like, what would be your top 1 or 2 or 3 that you would see in this compilation of videos that is your number 1.
Today, in today's world, especially the technology of AI. This one I've been pretty much suspect on, but I don't know that much information on it. But if you can, put something down in the comments on this. And this right here is going to be a more colored photo and closer look at the previous photo I just showed to you. Now, these next set of photos are going to be from Boyd Bushman. Some people were skeptical of some of the stuff that he put out there, but someone of his high rank, I don't think he would go out there and just fabricate stuff just to get attention. He was pretty...
Right, he was in his 80s when he came out and shared this information. What would be the gain for him to do that? I just don't see what the gain would be for him. He came out in his 80s. He was, I think, a high-ranking official, maybe in, I think, the military. So, like, what would be his gain to come out and show these photos? I don't think it would be anything. I mean, I don't think he has nothing. He's on his last years of his life, and I think he's sharing with us what his personal interaction has been with these beings.
Pretty much in his late 80s when he started presenting this stuff
Right.
out here. You guys see some of the photos that he has here now. People were talking about there was a doll or something, a rubber doll created. I think it was done just to kind of discredit him, but that's just my opinion. And these last set of photos, before we get into some of the videos, you guys kind of remember this whole incident. Now, this is going to be what those people and children described of what they saw, these alien beings walking
In Brazil.
around. And I did go into AI, and I wanted AI to touch up and try to make this more real. And this is the closest that I could get. Imagine.
Oh my goodness, guys! This is the I think it's this happened in Brazil, and it was the interaction was 3 girls, and this is the picture before this one. Of course, this is AI enhanced. Is what they all saw. Also, in this story or real life story is that they also captured one, and the police officer that actually grabbed the other alien and captured him, he ended up getting sick, and after about 2 weeks, and then he passed away. There's a great documentary on this. I think it's called the Moment of Contact. I think that's it. And this story is in there. And guys, could you imagine being a child, or sick? I think the girls were like between 14 and 22, walking and seeing this in the corner, looking like it's scared. But I mean, could you imagine just seeing this? It would just totally freak me out, man. What do you guys think? I mean, AI does a great job of enhancing it. I mean, that would just freak me out.
Imagine walking around at night and you see this walking around looking at you. And I believe it was a little girl that talked about she saw one of these over in the bushes, and of course I went into AI and I touched up on it just to see what it looked like if it was actually presented in real life.
Oh my God.
So put down a comment what you guys think about this, and we're going to get into the video portion.
Imagine being able to build an app.
And guys, see, I don't even know how to edit these yet, but I'm gonna try. So bear with me. I'm gonna get there.
Now, this was recorded, I believe it was in the early 2000s, and it was recorded by Bill Paxton. So he put.
Now, this one was recorded by Bill, like he says, by Bill Paxton. The problem that I have with this video is not the actual, footage, but I think they mentioned this in this video. Like, why would you have your drapes open and a camera pointing at a window? I mean, that's just, to me, a little suspect. I mean, to have it out, and I think this came out in early 2000s, so maybe they did have, no, they didn't. I don't think they had phones with cameras on them yet. So why would you have a camera set up just facing a window? Unless there's a story behind it where he saw it before. I haven't heard it. So I'm a little suspect about this, but you guys let me know what you think in the comments.
put this video out, and I thought this was pretty interesting. It's kind of skeptical that he had his camera at the right place at the right time.
I believe that.
Record this alien being looking in his window. And here, just kind of slow down. You guys see this here? And it kind of
But it does look like the picture that this gentleman's holding up, right?
This alien does remind me of the one that Boyd Bushman put out. Now, Boyd Bushman's alien was a lot smaller than this one. He was about maybe the size of your arm or something. So they do resemble one another. So it could be true, but I know this thing has been debunked as being a puppet or something. And then why one just look in the window like that, blink off, and then run off. But put down in the comments what you guys think about this. I thought that was pretty interesting before we jump into these top 5.
That's the one thing that about all these videos is some of them are ring cam, others are earlier where I think you would have to have handheld videos. Like, why would an alien just be peeking in your window? Or why would an alien just come up to your door cam and, you know, that's a little suspect. But maybe that's me being skeptical. I don't know, maybe you guys could let me know in the comments what you guys think. Because I want to hear everybody's opinion because, like I said, I can't really talk. Well, I can talk to coworkers and some of my friends about this, but they look at me like, dude, you are out there. And I think they're in for a rude awakening. And there's something in here that Bob Lazar talks about. I think it's coming up where he says that there was a top secret file that was about this thick about religion, and he says something about us being containers for them, almost like our bodies are soul containers, and that is out there. But you know, just to let you guys know, I am a Christian, and if an alien knocked on my door, I still would believe in Jesus Christ being God, and so that's just to let you guys know, my faith is strong, and it's got me through a lot of personal trauma, I would say, just to let you guys be honest with you guys. And so my faith in Jesus Christ, like I said, if an alien showed up knocking on my door, I'd still believe in that Jesus is Lord. So just to let you guys know. But what Bob Lazar says is crazy. Let's continue.
Alien beings that people have recorded or maybe had interviews with. So let's go ahead and let's get to number 5. Now, this one right here was put out, I think it was around 2008 or 9. Put down in the comments if you guys can correct me on that. But someone was interviewing an alien being from the future.
That's crazy.
And in this video, this particular alien being is talking about they were advanced race and they were coming back to talk to the humankind and warn them. And as they're talking to this creature, they do a couple things to it as they torture it and all that.
Okay. The story with this is that they're like a time traveler and they're coming back to warn us. Why would you do that? Unless maybe I've heard this, that some people believe that aliens are interdimensional and they're not actually from maybe outer space or another planet, but they're us from the future coming to warn us about some of the decisions that we are making so that we don't turn out like that. Maybe that's it. I know that's a little far out there, but you know, maybe you guys can let me know.
Pretty interesting that this does look like the gray that we always see and all that, but it doesn't have any clothes on, but there's no background or anything to it. But I thought this was interesting to show to you guys, and if you could find the original interview, it's pretty intriguing to watch and listen to it talk.
View humans as containers. Listen to this, guys.
Basically, we're a product of genetic engineering from someone. Yeah. How could you just swallow that whole? Well, how could you swallow any of this stuff? Well, it's easy to swallow things you can hands-on to touch and work with, it's no problem. But when you get into a lot of spiritual stuff and religion, and you were brought here, and were made by progressive corrections and evolution and that sort of thing, and where it shoots down a lot of the established religions, the Catholicism, and everything. Said, essentially
Now, as I was talking before, Christianity is a big part of my life, and I think that I haven't read it completely, but from what I understand, the book of Enoch kind of describes some of the things that maybe we are possibly seeing now. As far as fallen angels, the Nephilim, and that might all connect to this. I know it sounds crazy, but wow, you guys let me know what you think, and listen to what Bob has to say about what he's about to say about containers, and religion was set down here so we didn't damage the container, so we could have rules to follow. Listen up. This is pretty freaky.
It's a tough thing to accept, and why, without hardcore proof, why even bring it up?
I guess the question more should deal with that you actually read a report that said this stuff.
Well, yeah, the only hardcore thing is that there is a extremely classified document dealing with religion, and it's about that thick. Period. But why would there be any classified material dealing with religion?
Right.
That's the only thing I can say.
What other kinds of classified?
Autopsy. No, that wasn't the last of them.
I want to go back to the religion thing. I want you to say it.
Oh, come on, that's so weird. That doesn't lie.
I'm not asking you to say what you believe to be a fact. I'm asking you to say what you read in a report that is distributed at what may be the most.
Also, you have to, when we are listening to this video, like I said, when we talk about aliens, interdimensional beings, UFOs, UAPs, and even the hearings in the government that are going on, this is 2025. I think this is in the 1980s. Could you imagine talking about this 40 to 45 years ago? How crazy people would think you are by just even mentioning stuff like this. I mean, look how some of the people treated the abductees and the contactees when they came out with their stories. Some of their lives were destroyed. So we have to remember, this is like 40 years ago that Bob is saying this, and I think 40, 80, yeah. 40 years ago, and how odd it must be for him to say this out loud to these people. So I could understand how he feels.
The most top secret facility in the world. Okay.
All right, I'll say it. It's so far out.
All right, your objection has been noted.
Okay.
What does it say?
That we're containers. That's how supposedly the aliens look at us. That we are nothing but containers. Containers. Maybe containers of souls. You can come up with whatever theory you want, but we're containers, and that's how we're mentioned in the documents. That religion was specifically created, so we have some rules and regulations for the sole purpose of not damaging the containers.
The souls.
Well, the souls or the bodies, whatever. That's
Seems like we're containers for souls that they're going to use at some other point.
right.
So there is a lady named Jessica who saw.
Now, before we go on to this other video, I believe that what Bob said is absolutely insane. It's crazy. But he must have got that information from somewhere, because we're seeing that Bob, a lot of stuff that he's said has come to pass. So a lot of stuff that he said in the 80s that we are finding out. I think it was element 113 also. I think it was element 113. He mentioned, and then all of a sudden we discover it. I think last year. So he's got a lot of credibility, and just to think of that we were our souls would be absolutely crazy. And tell me what you guys think about it. Like I said, I want to hear your comments and what you have to say about it.
Saw recorded an alien being on camera.
Now this has been recent.
It's really short, but this was in June of this year. This is going to be a quick video. It's so short, but I want to show this to you, and I want you to hear her testimony before we dive into this video.
Going crazy. I'm literally going crazy, like I'm losing my mind. And I took the phone from my son, so I was like, "Can you check this for me?" I was like, "Am I seeing things, or is this what I'm seeing, Mom? It's an alien. Call the police." And I was like, "I'm not calling the police."
So what you're seeing here, real quick, is the best footage that I can get of this being that.
And you could tell the lady that this door cam was on, she obviously was very disturbed by this. You could tell, or either that, she's a hell of an actor. So, I mean, that's, all this also is, kind of, it never, I guess, I watch videos, I read things, and it's always happens to someone else. I don't know how I would react if it would happen to me. I'm sure you guys, I say I would react, one way, but who knows how I would react, and if I would have fear, or, if I would be all excited, I got an alien on a video, or how I would feel. I guess we wouldn't know until we're actually in that situation. But this one was recent, and you guys let me know what you think about it.
That was recorded, and here it is again. There's an expert that kind of went in and analyzed this video to try to determine what it was.
We estimate that the creature is about 3 feet tall, with 2 arms and 2 legs, walking at what we would consider a normal.
So basically, zooming in here, you guys can see this here. People have speculated about this. This kind of floating around the internet. I'm just bringing it to you guys' attention. I want to hear your thoughts on it. But I've lightened this video up here, and you guys sit there, and I've slowed it down. Someone said this is a person carrying a backpack. Someone has said several different things, not just on this channel, but elsewhere. But I want you guys to look a little bit closer as this thing is walking.
A person carrying a backpack? What are they walking backwards? That, to me, I just don't see that. You guys let me know if you see it, because I definitely don't see it.
You guys see there, it like turns, because you guys know cameras come on. It like heard the camera, turn, look at the camera, but then it continued to walk on. And you can see somewhat of his facial features here, but not 100%, of course, because of lighting and stuff.
You can see some depth to the face.
It'll be.
What did Amazon send me 20,000?
Yeah, you could. When we were watching that, you could see some depth to the face, and it definitely was odd. But a person with a backpack, I don't think so. Hold on, guys. My volume is messed up here. Sorry about that. I'm learning. I'm new to this. Please, guys, bear with me. Show me some love. I'm learning. But I definitely am trying to get this channel out there because I definitely need to share how I'm feeling about this and get your comments. I really want to create a community.
Super slow so that you can see it. I'm going to play it one more time just so you guys can see without me trying to yap on it. Maybe it's ruining your concentration for some people to see this in its entirety.
Okay, let's look at it. That looks nothing like a person with a
One
backpack.
does remind me of what happened in Vegas about 2 years ago, where they saw the particular alien beings, and it's been a whole speculation behind that. But I do believe they did see or saw something out there, and this kind of.
Now, guys, if you don't know about the Vegas aliens, this family had called 911 because they said there was aliens in the backyard, and they kind of described something that looked like this. But what was so funny is this happened. They got a call on 911 right after something fell from the sky, and it was caught on another police cam. So that's it really it could make sense. So if you haven't seen that, go back and look up on YouTube, look up Las Vegas family aliens, and I'm sure you can find more information about it. Yeah, it's a very good story.
Reminds me of that. So in this clip, you're going to see this alien being creeping behind this fence. Apparently, they heard something behind the fence, and they went out. They put a security camera out there, and this is what they recorded.
I don't know. That's a little suspect.
Now, I would love to show this to the family of Vegas to see their reaction, to see if they get creeped out by seeing this. Because
True.
if they get creeped out by seeing this, that means it's something similar to what they saw. But you kind of zoom in on it, you can see a little bit of the facial features. I did kind of lighten the video up some as well. Alright, on to our next one, number 3. So what you're going to pay attention to is going to be those eyes right there. Now, it's reported that there was a gentleman sitting at his dinner table. He heard some noise outside, and he quickly grabbed his video camera. And what he filmed was about 2 to 3 seconds of an alien being out there, or what we're considering to be alien being out there in the bushes. And you'll see in this video clip I'm going to show you right now, he hears the noise, he gets up, he runs outside, he's looking around, he doesn't see anything, and then all of a sudden, he sees something moving, and he's able to capture this quick video clip of this being moving around.
Yeah, you can see it turn its head.
And there it is again. Now you guys can definitely see the head of what looks to be a gray alien or some type of alien being is what we're considering. It could be a number of things there, but you guys let me know in the comments on this. And when I light it up, you can see more of kind of an oval-shaped head or an A-shaped head that's been known to be seen with a lot of these alien beings.
Yeah.
And there it is there, zoomed in again. So let me know in the comments what you think about this. A lot of these are very, very quick video clips, but at least we have something. And to me, they're some of the creepiest ones out there. Alright, and then on to our next one. Now this next one, someone heard something on their roof.
Now this one, I mean, the body kind of, when you watch this video, the body kind of looks like, I mean, you could see maybe a man's body, but it's kind of distorted and long, a little bit longer. The arms are definitely longer, and maybe when you watch the alien go from the lower roof to the upper roof, you can see, like, it almost looks like a person that's just, climbing on, but the body's really elongated. So I'm a little suspect about this one, but I mean, supposedly it's July 2015. That's 10 years ago. Tell me what you guys think about this.
And when they heard this on their roof, they went outside to investigate what was going on, and this is what they saw. So in this video clip, you guys see he's outside searching. He's looking for what he heard on his roof. I don't know why he was searching over there by his pool. Maybe he heard it run off and heard something in the bushes. So as he looks around, he doesn't see anything. So then, of course, he hears something behind him, and he's not sure what it is, but luckily he recorded this on camera as he's turning around. This is what he saw.
What?
Now, this would totally freak me out if I turned around and saw
Yeah,
this.
dude.
Now, I'm going to lighten this up just a little bit so that you guys can see, because I had to do it myself, just to try to make out more of the features of this creature. So here it is kind of lit up.
You see, he did a good job of lighting, making the contrast and making it. You see, it almost looks human, of course, except for the head. My goodness. Talk about pinhead. But you can see right here in the hip area and the thigh, it looks like a human, but just a tad bit distorted. Now, I don't know if that's maybe, who knows, maybe that could be done by a camera, some type of trick of the camera, or I don't know if CGI was around in 2015, but that definitely would freak me out, guys. Holy shit. Tell me what you guys think.
And I want to see its body movement. So you guys let me know in the comments what you think about this video.
Watch when
I
he
did
gets
this
over.
so that we can see
He
its
slows
body
it down.
movements as it's crawling over his roof. Now, this last one,
Number one.
I have always wondered where this photo came from. Now, this was in 1987, as you guys saw there, and I had seen the photo of this being before, but I wasn't sure where the photo came from. But now we have a quick video clip showing. So this being was under some kind of medical observation at a military base, and this is the only clip that we have of this. Now, I don't know why it flashes back and forth with this, but this is the original clip that's kind of slowed down, and you see the creature looking to its left and then to its right. Now, if you kind of speed it up to what would be a normal speed.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the one that we saw before that was a time traveler. The one that was, he said that was supposedly coming back to warn us. It kind of resembles that one. And if you took this right here, guys, and just covered the head, you might think this is a normal, black and white.
This is what you would see.
Excuse me, a normal black and white photo of a human if you covered the face, right? So who knows? Maybe they are interdimensional and they're just different, or maybe they are us from the future coming back. Who knows, guys? But this definitely, I would have to say, is probably the top video. I would agree with them, but please tell me what you guys think.
Kind of normal head movement there. And then if you look closely, I did see kind of a glare in his eyes. So that could be from the camera, it could be from a light in the room, but this was my number one. So you guys let me know in the comments of all.
So I don't know if you guys are familiar or you're new to this. I've been into this for probably about 5 to 6 years. Now, supposedly these dark, that are supposedly the eyes, supposedly these can come off. They're almost like lenses, and I guess they protect them from maybe, I don't know, extreme light. I don't know, but supposedly these actually can come off. So I think that's I noticed when he talks about the pictures and the videos that he's very interested in how the eyes look. So he might know something that I don't. But I know for a fact that they do think that these possibly on aliens could be lenses that just pop out. Crazy, right?
All 5 of these, which ones you thought were the most, I guess, interesting and the most scariest? This right here, if I saw this, I probably would freak out for a few minutes.
Probably.
Kind of seeing it now does kind of desensitize me to seeing something as if I saw this in real life.
Probably. Shit. Probably. Sorry about this, guys. I'm learning.
Now, these last 2 are not included in my top 5 because you've probably seen them before, but if you haven't, this one right here.
This is actually an extra one. He's going to explain that this is supposed to be an alien being interrogated. But listen to the interrogation, and it's not about what they're saying, because I think they're speaking in Portuguese or Spanish, but you can hear them, the soldiers or whoever they are that's filming this, laughing. And I definitely, the last thing that I would be doing if I saw this or interrogating it would be laughing. And I think you do hear a laugh. Let me know if you hear the laugh as well.
Here was of an alien being that was apparently chained down to a chair, and this alien was actually getting interrogated by 2 soldiers. And this is the full video clip of this.
Fala, filho da puta! Calma aí, mano. Vai sacar o bicho, cara.
You hear him right there? I mean, if that thing was making that noise and you were interrogating them, would you be laughing? So this one, to me, is very suspect.
And of course, this second clip here, you guys are pretty familiar with this. This was apparently taken at Area 51 S4 Division. They were communicating with this alien being, and then some medical stuff started happening and started kind of having a seizure, and then you kind of see the doctors coming in and trying to revive it. But I had to put this out here too. There was one key thing is when they flashed that light, you did see kind of his chest there with it, but I wanted to put this out there for you guys to see that have never seen it before, or for you that have seen it before to comment on it. So let me know in the comments which one you guys think was the scariest ones out of all 5 or all 7 of them, or the most creepiest, or even the most legit video.
Hold on, guys. Let me just talk about this one for a minute.
Medical stuff started happening.
This one, somehow, there's a big story behind this one. And there's been a guy, God, I forgot his name. Man, I forgot his name. Oh, maybe it will come to me. But he has spent years of his own time, I believe his own money, trying to research this, and there's actually a huge story behind this. This guy has gotten people to try to actually find out who the doctors were that were working on this alien. They did so by, I believe, a wife saying, "Hey, that is my husband who is a doctor. That's his watch. That's his hand." And so there's a big story behind this one. And if you get a chance, look into it, because the guy that has been spending pretty much, I think, for the last 10 years trying to find out about this. Try to see if you can find the story on this, because it's very compelling. And actually, this right here is he actually went and tried to find out what type of device this was and what it was used for and what company made it. And supposedly this device somehow helps with communication between us and the alien. And obviously, if you look at this video here, the alien is suffering. It seems like the doctors are trying to relieve, trying to help him. It doesn't seem like he is being tortured or anything like that. It actually seems the opposite. It seems like the doctors in this video are actually trying to help him. So if you get a chance, look this one up, because actually out of all the videos that I've seen and the stories that I know that go behind some of them, I believe this video is probably the closest thing to real, and I believe this one is real. Now, I'm not saying the other ones aren't, but I believe this one, if you look into the story about this guy that has spent so much time, so much money trying to figure this out, and he says it's real. God, what's his name? Hold on. I'm actually going to, hold on just a moment. Guys, thanks for being patient with me. I don't know how to edit yet, but I'm going to look this up because I think it's so important. Because you need to go, if you don't know about this and you're into UFOs and all the stuff that is happening, you have to find the backstory to this. You have to, if you're interested, you will go down a rabbit hole with this one. And I believe the guy, just bear with me. I'm going to try because I think it's that important, and I believe you guys would. John Stewart is his name. Go, if you have a chance and you're very interested in this, John Stewart. Look up on Google to read articles. Look up on YouTube, John Stewart alien interview. And let me tell you, this guy believes it real, and he is very convincing. He's very convincing. So, yeah, I really recommend you guys do that. Let's go ahead and finish this up, guys. Let's see what's going on.
Kind of having a seizure, and then you kind of see the doctors coming in and trying to revive it. But I had to put this out here too. There was one key thing, is when they flashed that light, you did see kind of his chest there with it. But I wanted to put this out there for you guys to see that have never seen it before, or for you that have seen it before, to comment on it. So let me know in the comments which one you guys think was the scariest ones out of all 5 or all 7 of them, or the most creepiest, or even the most legit video.
The most creepiest, all of them, to be honest, even the ones that I think are suspect. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for a little bit and listening to me. This is my first video, and hopefully the first video of many. I'm learning. Let me know what I should do in the comments. I'll take criticism, and please subscribe to my channel. With you guys would really help me out building a community about aliens, the paranormal, and all the crazy stuff that's going on right now. I mean, this is developing right now, so You guys, please subscribe to my channel, Sky's the Limit STL. My name is Mo. First video, and I'm out.
Video, and you guys don't forget